We need to stop taking Matthew Stafford for granted. Here's why. What do I mean by taking Matthew Stafford for granted? What have we done that's been taking Matthew Stafford for granted? We've done a few things, but the two biggest ones that I'm going to be focusing on this video is that, one, Matthew Stafford hasn't lived up to his potential as being the first pick in the draft as a quarterback. We should go get a new one. Secondly, let's just draft a new quarterback. I've heard this a lot recently. Tank for Tua. That's one example. Dwayne Haskins, another example, because we had the 8th pick in the draft, we thought we were going to draft a quarterback. No, we weren't going to draft a quarterback, and here's why. I'm going to make it very simple here. We are going to take a look at why we need to stop taking Matthew Stafford for granted, and that first pick in the draft that Martin Mayhew made, yes, Martin Mayhew, was a gem. So let's get right into it. Let's travel back to 2009 when Matthew Stafford was in the draft, and that was when the Detroit Lions selected him first overall. So the Detroit Lions had the first pick in the draft. They say, you know what, we're going to select Matthew Stafford. Why? We don't know, but they selected Matthew Stafford out of Georgia. Okay, that's cool. Who are the rest of the quarterbacks selected in 2009? Because I know a lot of people are going to automatically want to look back and say, we should have took someone else in 2009. But let's look at the quarterbacks real quick. We have Mark Sanchez, Josh Freeman, Pat White, Stephen McGee, Roulette Bowman, Nate Davis, Tom Bradstener, Mike Teal, Keith Null, and Curtis. Those are the quarterbacks not named Matthew Stafford taken in 2009. Okay, I think we made the right choice then in 2009. But let's fast forward to 2010 because a lot of guys want to say, you know what? We that was bad, but you know what? Let's just take a new quarterback. Okay, Matthew Stafford's still not that guy. His rookie season, no. We got to go to 2010. Let's get a new quarterback. Oh, okay. Let's do that. So let me just say it simply. 2010 may have been the most trash quarterback draft ever. And I don't know if it was because you're going to see some bad ones here, but it was terrible. And I tried to take the least trash out of the trash here. That's how I'm going to do it here. I'm trying to take the least trash players out of the trash bucket here. And the two guys that were taken, early in the draft were Sam Bradford, the first pick, and 25th was Tim Tebow. Which one would you rather have, honestly? Sam Bradford or Tim Tebow? Honestly, I'd rather have neither. Like T said, you would be better off not selecting either of them. Yeah, that's definitely true. Sam Bradford was in the league for a little bit, and now, what is he doing? Tim Tebow is a baseball player. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Okay, so we didn't miss much in 2010, but, 2011, Detroit Lions still struggling. Let's get our new quarterback here. Now, the Detroit Lions actually went 10-6 this season, but this is before the season, so let's go get a new quarterback. Okay, let's do that. Let's go get a new quarterback in 2011. That probably makes sense. Now, in 2011, the Detroit Lions, you could say, had a better quarterback on the draft board. It's not as good as Matthew Stafford, to say the first, but also at the same time, not only is he not as good as Matthew Stafford, the Detroit Lions didn't have this pick in the draft in 2011 to go select this player. So let's get into it. In 2011, the Detroit Lions had the 13th pick in the draft where they decided to select Nick Fairley. So if you want to say, okay, the Detroit Lions should have taken a quarterback instead of Nick Fairley, right? Well, no, first of all, no. But let's look at the quarterbacks. So first, we're actually going to take a look at quarterbacks that went before our 13th pick. Maybe we could have traded up, right? Maybe we could have gave tons of stuff to get up to the first pick in the draft to select Cam Newton. Cam Newton over Matthew Stafford. Honestly, be honest with yourself. Who would you rather have? And that's meaning giving up like everything else to move up 12 spots to that first pick. And the Panthers probably weren't going to do that. So with that being said, okay, who's the next? You can move up to 8 and get yourself Jake Locker. That's a good quarterback. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, let's just back up a little bit then. Is there another quarterback? There's got to be another quarterback, right? It's not just those two guys. No, you're right. It's not just those guys. Because the 10th pick in the draft was Blaine Gabbert, and the 12th pick in the draft was Christian Ponder. Well, this is not getting better at all. Okay, so now the Detroit Lions have a pick in the draft. And now, actually, there were some okay quarterbacks here, right? At 35th, Andy Dalton. No, I'd rather have Matthew Stafford. At 36th, Colin Kaepernick. What's he doing right now? Okay. Those were like the best quarterbacks to come out of 2011. I think we made the right choice once again. Because if we would have traded up to go get Cam Newton, first of all, he's not better than Stafford. And secondly, we've been getting up everything to do it. But after 2012, the Detroit Lions were 4-12. Now you're going to think to yourself, okay, we got to go get a new quarterback, right? He's not the guy. Let's just get a new quarterback. I mean, that's what everybody's telling me. We could just draft a new quarterback. So let's do it. 2013. Detroit Lions had the 5th pick in the draft. They decided to select Ziggy Ansah. Who are the best quarterbacks ranked? These were ranked the best quarterbacks to come out of the 2013 draft. 1, 2, and 3. This is ranked. The best quarterback to come out of the 2013 draft was Geno Smith. The second best, E.J. Manuel. The third best, Matt Barkley. Wow. Wow, we did not miss anything there. Who would you rather have? All three of those players or Matthew Stafford? Matthew Stafford. Okay, so 2013's draft class is a little shaky, right? Well, let's go to 2014. Detroit Lions just finished 7-9. Not sure why we would get rid of our quarterback for that, but that's what we're going to do, okay? That's not good enough for us. All right, let's make that happen. So since you finished 7-9, you have the 10th pick in the draft. With that being said, we have to take quarterbacks after the 10th pick unless we want to trade up. So looking at guys before the 10th pick, where if we would have traded up, would have been, well, Blake Bortles. Okay, so that's not the best decision, so it's good we sat where we're at. So let's just take a quarterback then. Okay, try Johnny Manziel at 22nd. How about Teddy Bridgewater? How about Logan Thomas, who's a tight end on the Detroit Lions right now? Yeah, he's a tight end. Or maybe even go back to Tom Savage, who's our backup quarterback. Okay, 2014's draft class was a bust, right? But 2015, it's due. Like, we gotta have something good here. Sure, you had something good. Oh, wait, no, you didn't. Okay, because in 2015, we had the 28th pick in the draft because we traded, back a little bit in that draft. That's fine. We can get rid of that. We could say that we had the first pick in the draft, and I wouldn't want any of these quarterbacks. At first, we had Jameis Winston. Don't want Jameis Winston. This dude, I don't even know why he's still a starter. Then we have Marcus Mariota, who I don't care what Madden says is not better than Matthew Stafford on any kind of level. Okay, so you know what? We don't have those picks. So now we have to sit where we are. Even if we didn't trade back, we wouldn't have been able to select those two players. Okay, so now you have Garrett Grayson, Sean Mannigan, you have Bryce Petty, you have Brett Hundley, and heck, you know what? We had Trevor Siemian. Maybe we should have selected Trevor Siemian. Okay, 2015 didn't work out either. So let's jump to 2016. In 2016, the Lions pick at 16th in the draft because, again, they finished 7-9. Let's go get ourselves a quarterback. Sure, if you think you could trade up to the first or second pick in the draft, be my guest. But it's not going to happen because those two teams wanted their quarterbacks. So we're going to have to sit back. We're going to have to relax. What quarterbacks were available by our pick or later? Okay, well, let's take a look here. We have Paxton Lynch. We have who else do we have? We have Christian Hackenberg. Well, that's not going to work out. Heck, we have Jacoby Brissett, right? That might do something. Oh my gosh, there's Connor Cook on here, who we just cut. Wow, that's interesting. Try Cardell Jones from Ohio State. When's the last time Ohio State had a good quarterback come out of there? Okay, never. Kevin Hogan. Yeah, not the best decision either. Solfield. Yeah, I'm glad we passed on that one. Bradley Daugherty. Okay, I'm not even going to go through all of them because it just gets worse. And plus, I can't read their names because I don't think these were real players. Let me just say that. Okay, so 2016 is a bust as well. Let's move to 2017. Because after all of these years of having terrible quarterbacks at where we would have picked, maybe 2017 is our lucky season. You know what? Maybe you are right. And I'm only going up 2017. I'm not going any later. I'm not doing 2018. Because you can't judge something after 1 year. If you wanted to judge a player for 1 year, then Peyton Manning would have been the worst quarterback in history. But yeah, he's one of the best in history because your rookie season really doesn't mean that much. So get out of here with saying that rookie quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are better than Matthew Stafford because you're whack. You can't judge that off of one season. So let me just throw that out of here. We're not even going to go through that because I don't have time for that. We're going to look at 2017. 2017 had to have some good quarterbacks. I mean, it has to. We've missed every single year. It has to have something, right? No, it does not have anything. At the 21st pick in the draft, we decided to select Jared Davis. So, who do we have an option of taking? Well, we could have selected Deshaun Kaiser. No, that's not exactly the best decision. How about Davis Webb? Why not Davis Webb? No, I don't even think he's in the league anymore. How about CJ Beathard? I've heard of him at one point, at one spot in my life. Okay, so 2017's bust. You know what? Just for fun, I will throw this in for you guys. I'll throw this in for y'all. So let's go to 2018. The Detroit Lions are picking in this one. They decided to select Frank Ragnow at 20. So we can look at players after 20 because you're not going to trade up with the Browns for the first pick in the draft to select Baker Mayfield. You're not going to trade up with the Jets to go get Sam Darnold. So that's just out of the equation. And plus, I wouldn't want either of those guys. Honestly, I really would not. I'd rather have Stafford. Okay, so let's see. Who were our options after those two guys? Maybe we don't have to trade up. Maybe you're right. Maybe Lamar Jackson is our quarterback. Wait till I go through Lamar Jackson's stats. Maybe Mason Rudolph's a good decision. Tanner Lee, is that even a person? Okay, so 2018 doesn't work either. But, I mean, there were some good players in there. Maybe you weren't paying attention. Maybe there's some actually good players that I went through. Let's take a look at the 3 best players that I talked about that we could have selected. So I put the 3 best players, in my opinion, that were the best players that we could have drafted. And I had Paxton Lynch, but I got rid of him because I had a better option. Yes, glad they didn't have Paxton Lynch on here. So our first quarterback up here is Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, right? The Ravens were good last season. Lamar Jackson, he was probably balling out. No, he wasn't. Lamar Jackson, 1,200 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a 58 pass completion percentage. He didn't even start the season. Well, I think I'll stick with our quarterback on that one. Next up, Jacoby Brissett. Career stats. This is 3 years combined. 3,500 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 59% completion. That's rough in 3 seasons combined. Matthew Stafford, worst season passing yards, had more passing yards than that. Okay, but how about, there's got to be someone else on here. Teddy Bridgewater, right? He was in our division. Bridgewater was solid. Well, in 4 years, here's all his numbers combined. 6,200 passing yards, which Matthew Stafford almost did in 1 season. 29 touchdowns to 23 interceptions. That's not good at all. And not to mention a 64% completion percentage. So I think what we've learned from this is that we need to stop taking Matthew Stafford for granted. Stop saying that we can just go draft another quarterback, because it's not that easy. As you guys can see, every single team struggles with this. And this is why, like he said, the Browns were so happy. Because they finally think they found their quarterback. Because after years and years of bust coming out of the draft, they finally may have found their player. But us, on the other hand, we found our player back in 2009, but we still want to say, let's just go draft another one. Or, he hasn't lived up to his potential. Sure, you keep that mindset. Thank you, Prop, for watching, and I'm out.